Good evening, everyone. Gladstone and Marquette are making up a boys basketball game this evening that could have some bearing on the Great Northern Conference standings, at least in certain spots. So let's go to the Marquette gym and tell you that Marquette won the first battle by 1 point at the buzzer over the Braves. Perimeter passing, Garrick Finkbeiner's three-pointer, hits the rim and out rebound, Reese Castor of the Braves. He finds Brad Spindler, puts it up and in. Seconds later, Joe Ostrowski, Ian OG to Garrett Finkbeiner, and no problems with that one, no problems with the rim at all. Then Gladstone answers, Jack Stevenson, Brad Spindler, backflip pass to Joe Gibbs, off the glass and good. Braves had a 13-7 lead after 5.5 minutes. Marquette has an inside game that isn't mentioned much. Luke OG, baseline, no, then he turns the other way and knocks down the shot. Reese Castor will then throw the ball inside the Brad Spindler. Basket and the foul. That made it 16-11 Braves. Luke OG is at it again. Jared Ness says, mind your own business with the block, but OG stays with it and scores again. He would score 6 points in a row for the Redmen. 3.3 seconds left in the quarter. On the inbound, Ben Schwalbach, Reese Castor for three. Told you it was at the buzzer. I did now. 30 feet or so. Gladstone had a 22-13 lead after 8 minutes. The student section was happy, but Gladstone only scored 25 points the rest of the way. Marquette regained control and won 54-47. Hop in the car. Oh my goodness, what rare video this is. A smiling Dan Waterman on the Negaunee bench. It must be halfway through the fourth quarter and the Miners must be in the lead. Luke Skews. I believe in the Negaunee handbook, all Miners must be able to make three-pointers. Skews obeys the rules. Then for Westwood, Brett Fredrickson, Jacob Loxo, good, but Westwood still trails by 22 at 60-38. Then Jared Antela will find a path to the basket, floats that one home. But Negaunee would score more as well. Davis Bagley, Jake Hill, Luke Skews, inside to Davis Bagley for the hoop. And Negaunee cruises to the victory 62-44. Dre Tumanen and Jason Waterman each had 22 for the Miners. On the scoreboard, Forest Park 8 better than North Dickinson 48-40. Engadine doubles up Superior Central 68-34. Pickford 11 better than Rudyard 64-53. And Sheboygan, a lot bigger school than Detour, but can only beat the Raiders by 7, 48-41. Stevenson on the girls' side gets 13 points and 21 rebounds from Kylie Cross in a 53-43 win over Rapid River. And Amy Kinner, 21 for West Iron County, a winner over North Dickinson, 58-40. The Don Hill Memorial Scholarship Basketball Tournament is all set for March 4th and 5th at Norway High School. There will be a 2-game guarantee in the gold division. Now that division is full, but it could be expanded if needed. The single elimination bronze division still has a number of slots available. The women's division is a go with a minimum of 4 teams, but this can also be expanded if necessary. The entry deadline is this Sunday at noon Central Time. The entry fee is $100. For more information, contact Sweets McCarthy at area code 906-282-2536. Back to the numbers. Gogebic Community College women win on the road 69-60 at Central Lakes, Minnesota. Michigan State in the Big Ten women defeat Penn State 73-64. Tori Jankowska 21 points. Forest Park's Lexi Gussert 5 points in 7 minutes. And Michigan defeats Rutgers 68-64. 500th career win for John Beilein, and 207 now at the University of Michigan, trailing Johnny Orr by just a couple victories. The Great Lakes Intercollegiate Athletic Conference basketball regular seasons wrap up tomorrow night with rivalry matchups. Northern Michigan visits Michigan Tech. The Wildcats will not be in the men's postseason tournament, but definitely have improved in February. Michigan Tech's men are in a battle to get a home contest in the first round of that tournament next week. For the Wildcats, they know they can't let Tech's Kyle Monroe score 33 points like he did at the end of January.
We all know he's left-handed. We all know he likes to be able to get over his right shoulder to his left hand, and we played him like a right-hander about 5 times. How they guarded Eccles, we did a bad job even as coaches of kind of adjusting. You know, they what they always do, hard hedge, go under. You know, I don't think he did a good enough job of making that read, and we didn't do a good enough job of adjusting to what they did.
We have to do some things very well to compete against Northern Michigan. I think they're playing really well right now. Their guards are really doing a nice job for them. They're scoring a lot. They're getting to the game, to the type of game that they like to play. And we have to be able to do our stuff and play smart. But it's going to be a typical grinded out 1 or 2 possession basketball game.
Here they look down low.
The 8 teams for the league tournament have been decided, but the Huskies are in a 4-way tie for 3rd place overall in the conference with Lake Superior State, Wayne State, and Grand Valley State with 12-8 records. So 2 home game sites are up in the air. You can see the game on our sister station Fox UP tomorrow. Women's game is at 5:30 with the men a few minutes after that. The NMU and Michigan Tech women's basketball teams have qualified for the GLIAC postseason tournament next week. The Huskies will have a home game in the first round. NMU will be on the road. Tomorrow night's result of the Tech Northern battle will resolve some of the issues of next week's schedule. NMU won the first matchup late last month, and Tech head coach Kim Cameron knows what her team must improve.
We're going to lose inches to their lineup in every position, and we have to combat that, and we have to be tough. We have to be tough to defend our home floor, and it's our seniors' last regular season game, and you know, we're trying to make a little push here, and I think this is a great game to set ourselves up for that.
Their home court is special to them. They shoot extremely well there. We're going to have to really pay attention to detail on the defensive end so they're not getting any open looks or as few as possible. And it's going to be an emotional game for both teams, but especially on their home court. They want to get back at what happened to them here, and they're going to play a lot better.
Tip-off tomorrow from the SDC gym is set for 5:30. You can watch the women's and men's games on our sister station, Fox UP. A former Negaunee High School and American Legion baseball pitcher picked up his first victory on the mounds for the Northwood Timberwolves. Tyler Jandren threw for 2 seasons at Wisconsin Parkside before transferring to Northwood, where his brother Tony is an assistant coach. Tyler Jandren tossed 6 innings and gave up 2 runs on 5 hits with 6 strikeouts as the Timberwolves defeated Carson Newman in Jefferson City, Tennessee 6-2 over the weekend. Northwood does not play again until next month. The Timberwolves have 13 games scheduled to be played in Florida. Lucky them.